Previously on Knight's Quest.
I think Jonathan just kind of gets up and picks up the reverse-o-matic and just wallops him.
You just go right through him, skull splattered.
Oh my god!
As we're leaving this room, I'm just going to drop 2 blasting sticks in the opening of this and just keep walking.
They go off, and that room is filled with rubble.
Actually, I got pastries. I baked pastries for once.
You know what? If I might take one on the road, if that's alright with you.
Of course.
She hands you one pastry.
Thank you.
It's a small rock, again, it's smaller than a golf ball, is floating a couple inches above the rest of the rocks. You find what looks like a telescope. You notice that it has like a little knob on the top of it that you can twist. You have just acquired a new special item called the bioscope. All 4 of you are determined to figure out what happened to Lyra and Quincy.
This is it. We've begun.
So it begins.
Okay, so it begins. For those of you listening with us, I have no idea how long it's been since you listened to the last episode. For us, we just went and took a quick trip to Cub Foods, got some drinks. We played a game of golf ball.
We did not.
It was tricky though. We only had one team because there's only 3 of us, and you need 6 to play. So the 4 of you: Katrina Gorbo, Jonathan,
Heroes.
Rainer, and Leroy, the 3 magicians and a businesswoman, are now again continuing to explore the 2nd floor of this mine. Before you guys continue forward, actually, before we even continue moving, there was a couple things we were talking about when we went to Cub Foods, and I want to make sure we get on the recording about Katrina and the bioscope, and just how Jonathan is coping.
Jonathan is not coping. Jonathan has refused to cope. All of this has been happening quite fast, and I think he likes to keep it that way because he does not want to give himself enough time to kind of sit down and register and cope with what's going on, because once he does that, he has to deal with the implications of his actions. And so I think instead of dealing with the situation, he's just choosing to just forge ahead and not think about it, which could be unhealthy later, but that's where we're at.
Mm-hmm. And then with Katrina, I just wanted to make known why she knows about the bioscope. It was something that was purchased for the mine. There was a bit of a mix-up on what the bioscope was supposed to do. Originally, they had ordered this binocular to help them look through the layers of the rock.
Oh, so we ordered a geoscope and we got a bioscope.
Exactly, yeah. But she knows about the slip-up. They shipped it anyway. So that's why she sent it down here, because she's like, we'll just store it down here for now.
Okay.
Hopefully no one opens it.
And they did.
And
that's why she was kind of perturbed to see that we were rooting around
in
the
that
crates.
Leroy, of all people, had
Yeah.
it. The only person who might, maybe she would be more concerned is Jeff.
Oh, no.
I definitely don't want Jeff to find that.
Ooh.
I love Jeff. I love how we create our characters.
Yeah.
Every single character on my list of people, I'm like, yeah, that's a good one. Yeah. We only mentioned him once, but I want more of the butcher, who makes the sounds of the animals that he kills.
I forgot about that.
I want more of that guy.
He was he was at the concert, and he was making chicken noises or something.
He was like,
I forgot about him. In keeping with our other town's craftsman names, he could just be named Butch. That's a normal name.
Yeah, that is the theme of this area. Okay, so before you guys continue to press forward, is there anything you want to talk about as a group while you're walking, maybe, or catch up? You've caught Katrina up on when you found the Barkley brothers.
Yeah, I think Katrina is very interested in just kind of finding the 2 remaining miners and getting the heck out of there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I think Leroy also shows her Chubb, his floating rock.
Oh my god, then.
How does she respond to that?
I think the first thing she does is like places it to its to its minimum height, so it's just kind of floating, and then tries to like push down on it.
Yeah, she's able to push down on it. It goes to the ground.
Okay.
There's not like a resistance to it. When she let go, it bobs back up.
And I think she kind of looks at it for a second and goes, "Okay."
We found it near one of the other cave-ins. It seemed like there was a whole separate tunnel, but it was completely blocked off.
All right. I'm just going to compartmentalize this away in things that are going to be important later. For the time being, let's go
Right
back.
next to zombie dudes and rock boys.
Didn't want to think about that, but thank you, Leroy.
Should we put explosion next to that one too?
Put what next to what?
Of the list of things we're going to think about later.
You're making a list?
You're making a list.
I have no list.
Oh, I thought you were making a list.
No.
Can I put my name on the list?
Go right ahead.
Where is it? I'll write it. He pulls out one of his scratches of paper, just writes a list and puts his name on it. It's like, perfect.
Thank you. Okay, moving on now. Let's go.
I'm glad that's what we decided to talk about during this little interlude. That took up all of the time for us getting to where we were going.
Yep.
As you continue walking down the tunnel, again, it's the tunnel itself is pretty normal. You know, Jonathan and Katrina, that this is just the longer tunnel that leads towards a staircase area that helps you get down to the lower floors in the traditional manner. But as you're going, you hear the sound of flapping wings. And as you shine your lights around, you see a bat kind of hanging from the ceiling. It kind of just like it just went there.
Okay. Okay. So it's just a bat.
It looks like a bat.
Look.
Cool, that's reassuring, yeah.
Well, I mean, freaking Jonathan like shines his light up at it.
The bat opens up its wings. Again, just looks like a bat. Would look towards you because bats can see. Bats aren't blind.
Right.
Do you do anything when you shine the light at it?
No, I'm just looking at it.
Are you do anything?
Oh my god, it's a bat.
Okay.
I mean, it's a cave. Like, it's not.
I mean, like, in hindsight, it's more surprising that we haven't found one until now.
I mean, usually enough like noise and commotion is happening down here. The animals and the wildlife kind of stay away. But
That's
I
a
think,
good point.
I think the mine's been pretty quiet the past couple of days.
Yeah.
It does this little screech, but what would normally just be like a little squeak, you kind of feel it resonates. Body resonates.
Okay.
All right. I'm not gonna shine my light on the thing anymore. Thank you, Mr. Bat. I'm gonna keep walking. And you guys can come if you want to. This is where I'm going. So, yes. I'm going to go this way now.
Katrina follows.
Yeah, Katrina wants nothing to do with this bat.
Raina?
Can I examine the bat?
Yeah?
Examine the bat.
What are you... Just normal looking at it?
What are you doing? What are you looking at it with?
He has his eyes.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah, you have the what's it.
I do. You can ask for it.
That's a 2.
Okay, it looks like a bat.
Dang.
I mean, you can ask. You haven't...
Kind of want to do something else.
Do it.
What do bats eat? Bats eat like bugs.
It depends.
Some eat fruit, some eat bugs. Yeah, most of them eat a lot of stuff.
Would like the smell of bread, would they...
Go for it.
Rainer is just following a wild hunch here, so he takes the pastry out of his inventory, and if there's any kind of even slightly higher point than the ground, that would, like... So if there's anything like
there's
that, he sets it there.
rock.
Yeah. And he...
Rock.
He's kind of hoping that the bat will come down to it. And if this doesn't work after like 20 seconds, he's probably just going to give up and go join the other guys.
Okay, I want you to roll with advantage. Just roll charisma.
Okay. So do I roll again?
Yeah.
Yeah, take a higher one.
15.
So add your charisma.
17.
Okay. So the bat flies down to the pastry. It
Yep.
sniffs it. It does take a little nibble. The pastry that was made was fruit. It's got like a fruit jam.
Now that the bat is closer, I examine it.
Okay. Roll for ratiocination again.
There we go. That's better. 16.
Cool. So the bat, again, it just looks like a bat. Like there's nothing about it that seems different.
Oh god, I have to get rid of this because I don't have the thing anymore.
Oh yeah, Katrina has a +3 on ratiocination.
Right.
So the bat itself, yeah, it just looks like a normal bat, but the fact that it's eating a pastry is abnormal, and you can tell that the squeak it made before
Yep.
when it can resonate with you, was also abnormal. It wasn't just something
Yep.
they felt different. This bat has clearly been affected somehow.
Okay.
It's been impacted in some way. And the bat looks up to you and kind of just like...
As a father figure, it looks up to me.
Oh my god.
It just kind of stares at you. Not intimidating, but just kind of... It ate the pastry.
Okay.
Seems to have enjoyed it.
I'm intrigued by this creature you have placed in our path, but I don't know what to do now. I am out of pastry. I can't pick it up and take it with me. I can't talk to it.
Can't go over it.
I'm... Are the other guys, like, already way ahead of me?
Well, I don't think we just leave you. I think we're kind of standing there like...
Watching me.
Leroy's standing next to you and he's like, boy, I got more pastries if you want them.
I guess I don't know. I mean, for some reason I thought this would, like... I don't know, I just feel like there's something weird about this bat, right? Like, this is the first weird thing we've come across.
Oh, yeah, besides golden golems.
I wasn't finished. I was not finished. This is the first weird thing we've come across that has not put us in, like, mortal danger, is all I'm saying.
Katrina observes the bat with the scope.
Okay, what setting do you want to look at it?
I want to set it to bones.
Alright, look at the bones.
Yeah.
The bones seem normal.
I want to switch back to guts.
The guts for the bat's like throat seem to have changed. Again, you don't know bat guts. Like you don't like.
That was gonna be my next question.
I guess like you know what like a bat gut would normally look like.
No, I'm. Here's what I'm doing. I'm cycling back through all the settings to see if anything is drastically abnormal to what my image of a bat would look like.
Also,
yeah, it seems.
Every time you say bat gut, I'm picturing like a really fat Batman.
It's bat gut.
Deploy the bat gut.
Deploy the bat gut.
Bring me a bat beer.
It seems to have been as you cycle through it, and you're like you've obviously seen bats before, and probably seen dead bats before.
Yeah.
There are areas of the bat that make it seem like it is enhanced and stronger, and better.
Harder, better, faster, stronger.
All right, Rainer. It's a really cool bat. Anything else you want to contribute?
I want to keep it, but I don't know.
That is up to you.
I don't know how to make that happen. I don't have any more stuff for it.
I have more pastries if you want one.
I mean, I guess.
He hands you another pastry.
Rainer is... He's scared again, but in a way it's almost comforting to be scared of something that's just kind of creepy instead of something that like directly involves death. Mm-hmm. So this is almost like a more familiar kind of scared, like, oh, this is a normal thing to be scared of. And he holds it in his hand this time.
The pastry?
Yeah.
Roll charisma advantage again.
Oh, alright, the first one's an 8. 13. Charisma, I think, was 2, so 15 total.
The bat is hesitant. It sees the pastry. It liked it. But it's not going to just hop into a person's hand.
Yeah. Alright, guys. I'm sorry that I just did this really weird thing and took up some time. We should probably keep moving.
So you guys keep moving, and the bat follows.
Oh.
I think maybe Katrina stops and kind of does one of those things where she stops and then she turns around real quick and sees
Does the bat hide right before she turns around?
No, the bat doesn't hide. It's not trying to be sneaky about it. It's.
I think she turns and is caught off guard, and that the bat does nothing and kind of stands up and goes.
The bat squeaks a bit when the light shines on it quickly and it resonates.
Is it flying behind us and going back to the ceiling when we stop?
Yeah, because they don't hover in mid-air, so it'll fly and then.
Oh no, I can picture how they fly. I don't super know what they do when they're not flying.
Yeah, it's following behind you, but it's not being stealthy, but it's a bat, so.
Okay.
I guess it's not being obvious with its presence either.
Yeah.
Hey guys, keep walking another 10 steps. I'm gonna stop and see if the bat follows the group or stays with me.
Okay.
Okay.
Everyone walks. It waits for you, Rainer.
Huh. Okay. This is what I was kind of hoping would happen, but I have no idea why. Earlier I was thinking this could somehow be a clue or something. Now I don't know why I thought that. Alright, I keep going to join the group.
So the rest of the group continues to walk. The bat just follows behind. and eventually you reach the downward spiral. It is... We'll build it from scratch. There is just basically like a cylinder, a tunnel, a tube going straight down, and the ground in a spiral fashion downward has
around
been...
the outside of
around the outside of it.
the outer rim, yeah.
The outer rim has been fashioned into...
So it's a staircase.
Yeah, it's more of a ramp. It's not like steps,
Oh,
but yeah,
okay.
just a descending
Okay.
area that going around and around and around. And if you look down straight in the middle, it goes all the way down towards the bottom. And you see in the ceiling in the center is a bunch of stalactites, large stalactites hanging down, and there are a bunch of bats hanging on these stalactites. Way too many to count. And when you shine your light on them...
Wait, do we?
Well, do you? I guess you saw them, I guess.
So I think Jonathan, real quick, says, "Oh, guys, whoa, wait," and he flips the hood on the mirror to point it down towards the ground, like angles it towards the ground instead of being straight ahead.
Okay.
He goes, guys. There's once again only so much space in the mine, and there's a whole lot of bats. So maybe not spook them, especially if they're fun like this little guy."
I hate the cliche of getting these two mixed up, but did you say they're on the ground or on the ceiling?
On the ceiling.
Okay, of course, that makes sense. You said stalactites. I got it.
Tights are always on the top, and mites are on the bottom.
Oh, I always just heard C for ceiling, G for ground. Stalactites, stalagmite.
Oh.
Yeah.
You're learning today, folks.
Yeah.
Except stalactite.
Stalactite. It's with a C. The other one's a G.
I hate everything.
Okay. We're all learning, folks.
I did hear an easy way to discern between dessert and desert.
Yeah.
Dessert has 2 S's because it's super sweet.
Hey.
I always thought of it like a desert has nothing, so only has 1 S, and a dessert has a bunch of stuff, so that's 2 S's.
A dessert has everything.
Pneumatic devices.
So there's a bunch of bats.
Yep.
You shine the lights down.
All this is to say, there's a bunch of bats.
Does everyone else... Rainer, do you follow suit with the light on your helmet? Do you angle it down, or do you shine at all the bats?
Oh, no, I definitely angle it down.
Okay, angle it down.
I think Katrina kind of fumbles with hers a little bit. And probably like sweeps the light over the bats for just a fraction of a second while she's doing it. Just, damn it!
The bats...
Rainer glances back at my bat to see if it's reacting or anything.
Your bat...
Sorry, I interrupted you. You just said a thing, and Nathan didn't get to explain it yet.
You rolled a 1, and
rolled
now
a
you're gonna
7.
roll again?
No, I'm rolling for something else.
Oh, okay.
No, the bats don't react to Katrina.
Okay.
Oh.
The bat following Rainer flies over towards all the other bats.
Oh, okay. Well,
But he doesn't seem to be sleeping. He seems to be like kind of like flying around
okay.
all of them.
The rest are sleeping?
Well, not the ones he's flying next to.
Oh, God. Okay.
Okay.
And the bats are slowly all waking up.
In the short window of time we have before they all wake up, do we see anything we recognize in the room, like the scorch marks or anything from earlier like that?
None of the scorch marks. This area is, on the other end of the mine from where the deep hole was. You can there's still that smell that's kind of been throughout the room. That's, again, Jonathan and Katrina, you know, this is not a normal mine smell, that kind of funky smell that came with the smoke. It's still kind of in this area. And you do see, as you look down, your light's angled down,
so we're looking
you do
down
see some more floating rocks.
Interesting.
Just a couple of them. And actually, as you angle it down, there's more floating rocks lower.
Well, it's all downhill from here. Hey, that was a bad one.
Yeah, that was pretty bad.
Yeah. Well, anyway, I'm gonna start walking now.
Yeah, I guess we follow. I mean, I followed.
That'd be great.
Yep.
Thank you for announcing that.
I didn't use my character voice. I was saying that normally. I was announcing what Rainer's gonna do.
Okay, we're walking now.
As you walk down, the pastry bat flies back actually closer to Rainer, and you notice that all the other bats are starting to wake up, and the pastry bat kind of nudges you, like flap, like it hits you.
Ow.
I'm just like...
Rainer looks at the pastry bat, I guess?
And pastry bat flies back towards the other bats, which are now all starting to fly kind of in one big cluster.
Like in a circle?
Just kind of like in a big blob.
Oh, okay.
Blob of bats.
Is it a flock?
Sure.
Is it a swarm?
What is the...
I don't know with bats.
Google it.
a murder.
What is a group of bats called?
Here's what I found on the web for what is a group of bats called.
A colony.
A colony of
Also
bats.
some kinds called a camp. Or a cloud if they're flying in a group.
Then that would definitely be a cloud of bats.
A cloud of bats.
There's a cloud of bats just kind of flying in this center area of the downward spiral. They haven't come towards you. Only the pastry bat has come towards you. Jonathan, Katrina, you know that this downward spiral is very deep. There are many excavation floors because, as we've established, this mine's been here for a long time.
Yeah.
People have been digging here for a while.
Yeah.
And so it goes down, and it would be a long walk to get towards the bottom.
Okay. But didn't we establish that what's-her-faces are on the next floor down?
The missing people are on the bottom floor. That's where they were assigned.
Bottom floor.
Oh my god. Okay. Well, we got to get down there somehow then.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, it's gonna be a long walk, I guess.
Yeah, we don't really have a faster
There's not another
way.
choice.
Yeah.
Unless we, rappel down with another rope.
Would that be faster? I guess maybe we should give it a shot.
You know what? I feel like there would already be some sort of system. If it is as deep as you say it is, then there would be some system of bringing people and products from the bottom
Yeah,
to the
the pulley elevators. It's not an elevator, but the pulley system that's established would be in the center of this whole place, and wherever it is collapsed.
Oh, okay.
Of course it is.
You know, from the bombs.
Great!
The bats are maintaining their cloud form, and as you guys walk down, they kind of follow you as you walk downward, just kind of staying level.
Okay, so we've got bats following us, and we're going towards a place where there's a bunch of floating magic rocks.
You know that feeling you get where you feel like somebody's watching you? I got that right now, but 1,000.
Well, it's because I'm... Oh, not just me.
What did I tell you about looking at me?
Only...
Only when we're talking to each other.
Yeah.
Or you're admiring me.
I thought it was just a long pause between the conversation.
I am uncomfortable that you observe me so much when I'm not aware of it.
I mean, you did sleep at my house last night.
Don't remind me, because now I'm thinking that you're just looking at me the whole time, and that's not a...
Nah, I mean, he said he was sleeping in the bread.
Yeah, I slept in the bread room.
See, that's what he wants us to think.
I'll tell you this much. I was not in a That's What I Said room, because my parents said I can't go
Yeah,
in
you
there.
can't go in there, that's what they
Why?
said.
Because that's what they said.
Well, you know...
You set that up.
Thank you for joining us for Abbott and Costello. Fucking...
Third base!
Yeah. We keep walking.
Yeah.
Alright.
This is the weirdest situation.
As you guys...
Is Pastry Bat doing anything different from
I don't
the
know
Cloud
what else
Bats?
to do.
He kind of will hover closer to you guys, and he keeps... Every now and then he'll give you a nudge, and then fly back towards the rest of the group.
I feel like you're trying to give us a clue, and I don't know what it is.
Can I examine his actions?
Oh my god.
Sure, give me a ratio.
I rolled a 6.
He's going into your group, and then going into the cloud. And
Can't. Okay, they're not telling us to follow them because they're following us, and they're not trying to go anywhere that we should follow them, and we can't get to them because we can't fly.
well, they're
Wait, hold on. Jonathan gets fed up with this, and
Honestly,
then...
same.
And then, I think he turns around and starts, marching back up the stairs at this cloud of bats, alright, look, you son of a bitch, I'm sick and tired of this. You've been following us for, and he's going back up the stairs now.
because they've been tracking you. As you guys are going down, they're kind of just descending
Right.
the column with you, and they're right next to you. This,
What?
cloud?
Okay.
Yeah, so let's say I'm holding up a cup. If this cup was the cylinder, and you guys are moving around on the edge of it, and they're a swarm that's kind of going up and down through the center of that cylinder, they're staying right next to you
okay.
as you're going
at
up and
our
down.
altitude.
At your
they
level,
are at
yes.
the same. Okay.
Yes. So you
All
could
right. On a whim, Rainer holds out the pastry again.
Oh.
roll another charisma
Jeez.
with advantage.
That's a 13, so 15?
The bat still isn't going to fly into your hand.
Okay.
But it
Are
does...
the others reacting?
Mm-mm.
Okay. Alright.
So when I moved back towards the group, nothing happened.
Yeah, because you're on the same level as them.
Okay. So if I continue back up the stairs, does anything happen?
I guess the cloud kind of stretches to be next to you and the rest of the group that's lower.
I mean, I guess we keep going down.
Oh, I don't know what else to do.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. As you continue to descend down the different layers where you would have been able to go on to the 3rd, the 4th, the 5th floor, those have all caved in. Some of them right at the front, some of them a little farther down, but none of them allowing you to really access the rest of the floors. As you continue to descend as well, the bats just keep following right next to you.
Yep.
Pastry bat just keep trying to, and he actually he's been squeaking a couple of times.
Yeah.
Never enough to like cause pain, but it kind of makes your whole head shake whenever he squeaks at you.
Okay. I literally don't know what else to do but to keep going down.
Yeah.
Like nothing else. Like.
All right.
Nothing about our situation has changed, except Rainer is definitely thinking of the bat as PB now. Pastry bat.
Pastry bat?
Yeah.
PB the pastry bat?
Yeah.
Cool. Well, you guys make it, you walk for a long time as you make it to the bottom.
I can't think of any other way to get a hint about this bat puzzle. About what the hell is going on.
That's fine.
I
have a lot
does
of things.
Leroy have any ideas?
Leroy?
I feel like Leroy is like a perfect vessel for the will of you in this. Like,
Yeah.
if you want a heavy-handed hint, you are Leroy.
That's why I'm asking.
I know.
Otherwise, I would not be asking Leroy.
Alright. The Sage of Leroy.
Yeah.
Well, it seems to me that we have a long way to walk.
Yep.
Leroy, we've been quiet for the past, 10 minutes. You just scared the shit out of me, okay?
I've been thinking, and it's processed.
Okay, that is also scary.
These bats Yeah, it's true. These bats are following us.
Yep.
And you said there used to be some kind of pulley system
Yes.
to go up and down?
Okay, wait, whoa. Leroy, hold up. Are you about to suggest that the bats want to fly us down there?
Yeah.
How would they do that? They are bats.
There's a bunch of them.
They're okay. Real quick though, adding more bats to one person does not increase the carrying capacity of the bat.
The solution is simple. We just add more bats.
Do you know how many bats there are? Count them. No, there's too
I
many.
am a 230-pound person.
Yeah, so that's like, what, 20 bats?
How much of my body is going to we have to covered and grasped by
Listen,
bats?
how about this?
Rainer looks back at PB while they're talking about this.
PB seems, I don't know how the bat would shake its head but it smacks you more with its wing.
Are you about to tell me that PB is nodding?
I don't know how a bat would, I don't know how this would work.
Listen, my logic is Chubb is floating, the golems, the rock boys were somehow, the rocks there were floating. I'm in a floaty mode. I know I didn't bring my jumping into hole shoes, but...
Rainer is, at the edge of the platform, and he's looking at the bats, and he's looking down.
Raynor?
And he's just kind of, he's saying to himself, you can't always explain it. Sometimes it's just a gut feeling.
Mm-hmm.
And he looks back at PB one more time. And he jumps.
And I think Katrina's like, oh my writer!
I love this story so much!
And I think definitely Jonathan makes a lunge to grab him, but then also falls into the hole.
Leroy doesn't even, he just steps into
And
the cloud.
Katrina's like, oh my writer!
You're all insane. Great.
The three of you leap into the cloud of bats, and you can't tell exactly how it's working. Because you don't feel like they're all grabbing onto you, but you can feel their wings flapping, and some of them are screeching, some sonic noises, and maybe it's just pure magic.
Music?
No, not music.
Oh.
Different, yeah.
Magic, not music. I will always make sure we know the difference.
Okay.
This is magic, if it was. But you are floating amongst all of these bats.
Okay.
And it's just been a couple of seconds of you. Katrina sees that they haven't fallen. Does she join?
I think she's kind of on hands and knees staring over the pit, just kind of stunned. I don't think she is processing this.
We look back up at Katrina. Or I do.
Have they moved?
They are still, they're just a couple feet below you. It's very quick. They've fallen, floating for it's now been 30 seconds of they're still floating. Katrina, do you...
I think she gets real dizzy for a second. Just real faint. And she kind of loses her balance a bit and falls.
falls in. The bats catch her as well.
And I think as she comes over, she's like, oh good heavens! And just falls.
Alright, the bats now swarming around you. Again, they're not biting, they're not clawing, but you can feel that resonating, shaking feeling all around you, and you feel yourself descend, not super fast, like as if you were falling, but it is rapid, and you kind of get the feeling as you've never done this before. But for those of us who've been in an elevator, you feel your kind of like that jerk as the elevator starts moving down, as you feel your acceleration increase as you move down, and then you move past. You don't know what you're going past because the bats are swarming around you, but eventually you feel that jerk again as you slow down, and eventually you reach the bottom, and you delicately lay on the ground, and the bats kind of dissipate away, and you're able to, as you shine your candle lights around, you see the fallen pulley system on the ground and pastry bat.
So there's also like the floating rocks around us?
Oh yeah, there's a bunch more floating rocks now
Okay.
too. Yeah, tons of them.
I think immediately Jonathan gets up and just checks that he's all there and everything's good.
It's all there.
And I think while this is happening, Katrina is trying desperately to get the bat off of her. There's no bats, but she's she's not happy with the situation. And then I think once Jonathan is cool that everything's there, I think he grabs one of the rocks and skids it at the end of the ramp and tries to get it to go all the way up to the top.
You want to call this as pranking or strength?
Strength. I'm not pranking anyone.
Yeah, so roll for strength
9.
plus your 2 strength.
Oh, right. 11.
Okay, so you do make it onto the ramp, but it doesn't go very far.
Okay.
It's kind of.
But it's still floating as it goes.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
It's like
And then I think
air
once
hockey
he sees
puck.
that, he slides one at another rock to see if they collide.
Oh yeah, they collide, they bump around. I'm picturing this like air hockey pucks, just kind of boom, 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 boom. No friction.
But actually in the air.
Yeah, but actually in the air.
That would be so
and
cool.
bumping.
That would be amazing.
And again, all of these rocks are just rock shaped. None of them are round or spherical. They're
all
lumpy
very
rocks.
organic.
Yeah, just organic, just normal rocks that are now floating.
Okay, great. Now we're here. What are the names of the people again?
The 2 people that you are missing.
Yeah.
Yeah, for a second I thought you meant us, and I was going to be like, what?
Jonathan.
Lyra Nivens and Quincy B.
Lyra, being a man, be man.
Leroy adjusts his candlelight to be looking ahead now. You guys do the same?
Yeah.
Jonathan, you have never been down this far in the mine before. You've been kind of a 4th, 5th floor kind of miner.
I feel like that means something, and I feel like I should be hurt by it, but I don't know.
4th or 5th floor?
Yeah, you're probably like a 4th floor miner. Never been down to the deep mine.
You're like a 4th floor kind of guy, at best.
You strike me as a 3rd floor kind of guy.
Excuse me. I've recently been working on the 4th.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Katrina, you can decide whether this is how your mind works.
I think she probably knows that there is a bit of a hierarchy, but she doesn't comment on anything because she's still trying to figure out how the fuck they got to the ground floor and with bats.
Yeah, speaking of which, you said Peavy is still there?
Yep, PB's still there.
Raynor looks at the bat, who I'm guessing is flying somewhere near.
Yeah.
And he says, well, I can't believe I'm talking to you, but thanks are in order. I don't know why you wanted this to come down here, but thank you.
I think Katrina is also very
talking to a bat.
I think Katrina is listening and watching this very intently to see if the bat responds. It's not ridiculous at this point that we're talking to a bat.
Yeah, it's like the 4th weirdest thing.
The bat gives a little pip. Squeak again. A little
right.
shake. Nothing painful. Is that all you have to offer it?
I'll let the pastry one more time.
Roll double advantage to see if it's going to fly into your hand.
Double advantage?
No,
He rolls 4 times?
just advantage.
Okay, disadvantage. Alright, that's a 3. That's not going to do anybody any good. That's a 7.
Yeah, it's not interested in your pastry.
God damn it.
You had a lemon one before. This one's a strawberry.
Yeah, it's not as good.
I'm
So
magically getting other pastries.
pastry bat. It doesn't fly away, but it kind of flies out of distance.
All right, so we're looking around. What do we see?
Yeah.
Katrina,
Yes.
you know that on the bottom floor there is it's an excavation area ahead, so you can see this tunnel.
Yep.
Again, continuing to the bottom floor excavation zone, and that is where, if anywhere, you would assume as Katrina that Quincy and Lyra would be.
Okay.
Let's go.
As you continue down this hallway, So far, Katrina, all the mine that you've seen, other than the cave-ins and the scorch marks, everything is the way it's supposed to have been. All right, the caves are where they're supposed to be. The tunnels are where they're supposed to be.
I think she picks up a rock in passing and puts it in her backpack.
One of the floating rocks?
Yeah.
Okay. They're supposed to be. But as you start walking down this tunnel, the walls start to look abnormal. Instead of being, chiseled away or naturally, like kind of hewn as if like water had flown through it, they seem to be, they're not smooth. Not like perfectly smooth. But you can start to see like the texture of the walls have just changed.
Okay.
To be not the texture that a cave wall should be.
Okay.
It's off. It's abnormal.
So like polished almost.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you get into the next room, and this room is 100% abnormal. Katrina, you know this to be not a normal room that's excavated, and everyone else, you can 100% you intuit that this is not right. It is a completely perfect square room. At the end of the room, there is a large door made out of the stone. In the room, there are 4 floating, perfectly spherical stones in this room. And on the walls of this room is the golden ore veins. Again, the miners, you recognize those. And they all seem to be, the side closest to you, there's less, and they seem to be growing in intensity and all leading towards the door. The gold ore veins are just leading towards this door, almost kind of like roots branching out from the door. The door also has a keyhole. That is what this room looks like.
Hey, Jonathan and Katrina, whichever one of you guys feels like you have an answer. Is this mine supposed to have a point where the gold seems to be coming from? Like one specific door?
Yes, definitely. No. Not at all, actually. That's not how that works. That's what I was going to say. Yes, definitely not. I'm 100% not supposed to be.
Leroy raises his hand.
Leroy, you don't have to raise your
Leroy,
hand.
I can't think of a single thing that you would have to contribute at this
No, I
moment.
just want to ask a question.
Okay.
You don't have to raise your hand to do
So
that.
gold
though.
doesn't grow like a plant?
I am concerned.
I just don't know how gold works.
Gold is a rock,
Uh-huh.
and it's where...
And rocks grow...
No. Nope.
I mean, I guess like on a cosmic scale, yeah, they kind of do. They
Don't
just take
don't
Sorry.
don't confuse him. This is higher level thought right now, and base of it is there are rocks, and they are just there. And so when we dig into the rocks, we find more rocks, and that is where gold is.
And they will always be. They have always been.
Yes.
Rocks are eternal. Got it.
Yeah.
Okay, but new question. The fuck is this room?
You don't have an answer for that one, Leroy. I'm going to be honest with you. I do not know.
Are we
That seems
still?
to be the
Are we
common
still in
thread.
the entry of the room?
Yeah, I guess.
Rainer is tentatively walking forward.
Alright, he walks into the room, nothing changes.
All right. He's in like the middle of the room. Nothing crazy is.
Nope.
Okay.
I think Katrina goes and puts her hand on one of the walls.
On one of the walls?
Yeah.
The walls, again, just abnormal texture. It's not perfectly smooth, but it doesn't feel, it's not right.
This doesn't seem man-made, but it also doesn't seem natural.
While she's contemplating, Rainer is taking a closer look at one of the floating spheres.
Okay.
Anything in particular?
By looking at it, it is made out of the same stone as everything else. The texture of this sphere is very similar to the walls. It again, not smooth, but not chiseled either. You don't know how it got into that shape. You can't figure out what method it was made.
Very cautiously pushes it a little bit.
Okay, I need to know
Oh my god.
which one you touch.
Oh no!
There are 4 stones.
Oh no!
The one, front left,
This was a
front
bad
right,
idea.
back left, back right.
And they're all evenly perfect.
Yep, they're all evenly.
Oh my god. This is bad. I guess front left.
Front left. Okay, that's a good one to start.
I pictured Katrina on the right side of the room, so I was on the left. I don't know.
Alright, so you touch it, and as you give it a little push, it kind of when you let go, it resumes its original spot, kind of like a little, I don't know what does that. but it resumes a spot, kind of wiggles back into spot.
Yeah.
But after you touch it, almost like the gold veins on the walls surround it and glow a slight golden color. And you
Wait, they surround it?
Yeah,
they
so, like-
come off the wall?
No, more like it emanates out from it. So like there were these cracks, but you hadn't seen them before. But
In
when
the
it glowed
sphere.
in the sphere,
Oh,
and it
I'm sorry.
glows out these little golden
Okay.
vein cracks.
Okay, I
Just
thought we were
slight-
talking about the walls of the room.
No.
And I'm like, what is happening?
Yeah, it doesn't reach out; just glows out this
Okay.
golden light. And as it glows out, the more noticeable thing is that you hear words, and it's not like they're being spoken. You can't hear a specific voice coming from them. It's not like, oh yes, this sounds like a certain person. But it's not like being in your head. It's just somehow being communicated from this stone to
Everyone or just him?
everyone hears this.
Okay.
Okay.
And you hear it say this: I am young, I am sad, I am small, I am you. What am I?
Hey, do you guys just hear that?
Yeah, I definitely heard that.
Just fucking erase me. Just fucking erase me from the story. I don't even want to be in the story anymore. I don't want to be just writer. Just erase me, okay?
I think that's...
I'm done.
I mean, that's kind of, like, fucking blasphemous, but whatever.
You know what, Rainer?
I'm sorry,
Yeah, Rainer, when was the last time you went to the library?
I'm sorry.
When was the... I don't remember seeing you at
A
library.
couple days ago. Yesterday, I think. Weren't we all
Everyone was there,
that
Rainer.
was today.
Yeah,
It's
but
been
I-
a long day. That
I
was
went-
today.
I went there the day before, too. We're getting off topic.
Oh.
Guys, I'm sorry. This has been a very strange couple of days.
It's been, yeah. I mean, yesterday there was a party. The day before that, nothing really that much. The day before that, well, you remember what happened. Remember when we went to
Oh, boy.
the Floating Rock? Made a noise.
Young, I am sad. I am... What was the third one? I am small.
I'm small. I am you.
What am I?
What?
Guys, I hesitate to bring this up, but you want to try touching one of the other ones?
No. But sure.
I mean, I feel like there's four of us. I don't feel like I should be the one to hit all of them, you know?
Well, I'm looking at this room and I see 5 things. I see 4 of the balls,
Yep.
and I see a door with a keyhole. I don't have a key, so I'm gonna poke this rock, and
There we go.
I poke the back left one.
Back left one. That one says, again, same method in all of your minds. It says, I can kill a man in a single blow and build a city strong, but I can be killed if I am leaked on for too long.
If I am leaked on?
Yep.
Okay, I mean, we're
Right.
squarely in the realm of riddles now, so it's probably...
I figured out that much, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I'm saying we don't need to think super literally. The answer can be, in a way, almost like a joke. Like, when you think of it, oh, of course it was that.
Right.
I mean...
I like
leaked-
jokes.
I can-
Leaked on.
Well, I mean, the first thing that comes to
Fire?
my head is fire.
Yeah.
Like fire.
Fire. Kill a man
and
in
kill a
a
man with a
single
single
blow.
Blow. Wait,
you-
is it gunpowder?
we haven't really invented that.
Well, is it a blasting stick?
I mean, it's partial gunpowder. It's partial magic.
Wait, okay. I can build a city strong.
Oh, that was
Build
It's
city
something-
strong.
It's something that can kill
kill a
someone,
man.
but it can also build.
But it can be destroyed by being leaked on.
Is it a hammer? Is it rusts?
I mean, maybe.
That makes sense.
Kill
I
a man
guess.
in a single blow, build a city.
They've got to be. Wait a minute.
Play along at home.
Yeah.
I
yeah.
mean,
Really.
I mean, what is a city made of? Is it buildings, community, infrastructure?
Do any of us have any type of writing utensils?
I do.
Leroy pulls out his paper and drawing stuff.
Leroy, before I forget,
Uh-huh.
I am young.
Young.
I am sad.
Sad.
I am small.
Small.
I am you.
You.
The second one was. What was the second one?
The
I can kill a man with a single blow.
kill a man with a single blow, build a city strong.
Yep.
I can be killed if I am leaked on for too long.
Yes.
Okay.
I'm gonna poke mine now, and
Yeah.
and Katrina pushes the front right one.
Front right
I was
one.
worried that like if we just tried them all, we would forget everything.
It's okay.
Yeah.
I won't forget because I wrote them down in real life.
I wanted the thing in fiction to
All right,
explain.
good boy. Okay, number 4.
Just pushing them over and over to remember.
Oh, what to say again?
The voice is like I am.
I am.
Alexa, what was the first riddle?
The stone that you just touched, the front right one says, I rule half the earth and nearly all the universe. Children naturally fear me, and adults work to destroy me. I am blind, and I hide, and I follow you all my life. And when the stars finally die, I alone will survive.
I mean, that sounds like the writer. Adults try to destroy me. Is it fun? Is it chance?
I think it might
Boo,
just
adults,
be...
boring.
I mean, I actually have a guess for this one. I think it might just be the dark. Because
The
it's half the world,
Continue.
so it's day and night, and children are afraid of the dark, and the universe is... I mean, I guess you could argue there's more dark than light if you look up at the stars, but I don't know, that's kind of subjective. I forgot the last thing. Oh, when everything dies, all that's left would, I guess, be dark, right?
The stone that normally glows when you touch it, as soon as you say the dark, glows again, and the veins kind of just like surround it until it looks like it's just a bunch of cracks. And finally, a bunch of stone crumbles to the ground and reveals a floating key in its spot. And on the door, you hadn't even noticed this before, but
No, of course not.
on the right door on the bottom, a circle glows.
Rainer, do it again.
I mean-
do it again for the other two. It's darkness. It's darkness, isn't it? For all of them are
The
darkness.
answer to all of them is darkness.
I love Katrina's approach to riddles. She's like, "Fuck this."
Rainer,
Infrastructure.
Can I reach out and take the key?
Yep, you grab it.
Okay.
Holy shit!
So it's not... There's no way it's going to work in the keyhole on the door. Like, we have to get the other riddles, I'm sure. Rainer tries the key. What the hell?
All right, you put the key in the door,
Yeah.
and it opens.
The door... What? It just opens.
Oh,
What?
okay.
Just for funsies, Katrina pokes the last circle.
Yeah.
The
I
last
kinda
circle
wanna-
pokes.
I kind of want to hear
I have a
this.
mouth, but no tongue. I have teeth, but don't chew. What am I?
That was a lot shorter than the other ones.
Riddles vary in length, right?
Teeth. What has a mouth?
A mountain range?
I mean, I guess a river has a mouth.
Doesn't have teeth.
No, it definitely doesn't. What else has a mouth?
You can see Leroy just kind of like chomping slightly in the background, like,
Nah, not me.
I mean,
Not me.
whatever helps you concentrate.
I have a
guess.
tongue. It's not me.
I would also at this point, if you guys want a hint for any of these clues, you can roll intelligence on any of those clues. And who did the roll
Wait. Can I do something
and for which
before
clue?
that?
Yeah.
The door's open now, right?
When you turned it, it made like a ka-chung, and like because it was stone part of the wall,
Yeah.
and creaked open a bit, so it hasn't like you haven't like pushed it open. So you haven't like pushed it open
See,
yet.
I was under the impression we found one key and the door just swung wide for us to go inside.
You
Can I push the door more open?
you push it and it starts to open.
Okay, what do I see beyond the door?
You push it all the way open.
Well, now I'm afraid to. I kind of want to do the riddles first.
You get to decide, my friends.
Oh my god, this is weird.
I think Katrina looks over at the open doorway and like, no way it's that easy. Nothing's been that easy this time.
Yeah,
So far this time.
I'm a little worried that if I go in there before we answer the rest of them, something bad's gonna... Just to be clear, no one knew about this room, right? Like, this room was just sitting here...
Leroy's like,
I didn't know about any of this cave.
I'm going to be 100% honest with you, Mr. Sir. Nope, not at all.
I'm still just really stuck on the fact that there was a riddle room just hidden under the mountain for some reason. We didn't know about it. It was just here. It was here this whole time.
I'm going to file that little tidbit away under information that goes next to stuff that I don't want to deal with right now.
Leroy
No,
pulls
it's a
out
good
his
point.
piece of paper and writes it down on the list as well.
Thank you,
I'm
Leroy.
next to
Forgot
the
about the
Rock
list.
Boys and the Bats.
Alright, so let me see.
It's less literal. It's more abstract. What else has teeth?
That,
Like a comb.
that was Jonathan. He rolled a 12. He was thinking of the teeth one.
Okay, Jonathan, I'm going to base this off of your...
Do I have to cover my ears? Because it's just him?
No, I mean, you probably...
okay.
As you're thinking, Jonathan, you kind of just say something like, all you know is mining and pranks. That's your hint.
It's a fucking cave.
The ball starts to glow and crumble, and the key
As
reveals
it's
itself.
crumbling, Jonathan's like, it's a fucking cave!
Why does cave have teeth?
It's got fucking stalactites with a C. It's a teeth. And it's got the mouth of a cave. Fuck you, I got the cave answer.
Alright, you got the cave answer.
Does he grab the key as
Absolutely, he does.
it snatches
Okay.
that?
And he runs forward and puts it in the thing and turns it and just stands there.
The door's already been unlocked.
Great, I did it anyway.
Does it light up a circle thing, though?
Well, yeah, when you solve the riddle, the circle thing opened. And
Okay.
actually, I forgot to say this. Rainer, when you put your key
Yeah.
in the door, the key also crumbled.
Sure.
Oh.
But Jonathan, when you put your key in, it didn't.
Fuck you, my key's better.
Okay. Okay,
Katrina's like, oh, alright. I am
which one is she concentrating on?
I am you. I am small. I am sad. I mean, I feel like I'm attacked, but I don't know how. I feel like I'm personally being attacked right now.
What was the other characteristic? I'm small, I'm sad, I'm you, I'm...
Young.
That was it, thank you.
Katrina rolls
Yeah, 12.
for the small U one.
Yeah.
Okay. She just can't get her mind off of where they are. Again, that's not a great roll, so you're not going to get a great clue.
Great.
Sad. Where they are, we're in a mine, we're in a gold mine. We heard it say you.
Mm-hmm.
I guess it could be saying like the letter U or something, or...
Young. What are things that are young and small and sad?
Do you want to roll for a clue?
Like-
Babies.
Like, that doesn't make any sense.
I'm going to see if Leroy has any ideas.
Okay,
This
but...
fucking wizard.
Okay, but you are... How's that gonna...
He's going to give you another clue.
Okay, sure.
So Leroy rolled a very good clue. Because I just want to help you guys. Leroy's sitting there thinking,
Well, let's see, we're in a mine. So, who goes into a mine?
Miners.
Miner.
and Katrina, when you say miners, the stone crumbles
Wait, was that a pun?
and reveals the key.
Was that riddle an actual honest-to-God pun on the word miner?
And I think while it happened, she goes, well, that wasn't satisfying. You two got to solve riddles, and I just said a word. I don't even get it.
I mean, does it maybe mean minor, like a young person?
And minor as in like a sad key, and minor as in like a small thing, and minor as in you guys are minors.
Oh my god. I feel like we kind of just got played.
To be honest, that was my favorite riddle out of all of them.
Wow.
I think, okay,
Feel
Katrina
stupid
Katrina
about that,
fucking
honestly.
grabs the key and walks over and grudgingly jams it into the slot and turns it.
Again, nothing seems to happen
Great.
with the key after that. And yeah, a circle.
What was
on
the
door.
last one?
The last one that we have,
Kill a man with a single blow.
and
Or
build a city strong, but I can be killed if I am leaked on for too long. Rainer, do you want to roll for a clue?
I mean, I guess. It's a 12. What do I add?
Intelligence, so I guess, yeah, 13.
Yeah.
You make the connection that all three of the clues have been, answers have been related to a mine somehow.
Okay. They were dark, in a cave, and miners. Okay, so...
Kill a man with a single blow.
Okay, if you leak on something, it has to be something that can be destroyed by water, by liquid.
Oh my goodness, I think I figured it out.
You did?
Yes.
I like that, because Katrina's the one who hasn't gotten
Katrina, what
one
do you
so
got?
Is it stone?
The rock crumbles and reveals the key.
I fucking got it! And I
Can
think
we-
she
can
runs
we-
over like
Can we maybe explain that first?
fist in the air and she
Yeah.
grabs it and she goes, let me explain something to you two right now. It can kill a man because stone falls on it. If it hits you too hard, you'll die.
I mean, I guess.
But you can build things out of it.
True.
But erosion is a thing.
Oh,
So
okay.
take that, suckers! And she walks over and even more triumphantly shoves it into the hole.
Again, nothing happens when you shove it in the hole, but
Turns it.
there are 4 circles now lit up on the door. For solving those riddles, everyone gains +1 ratiocination.
Oh, that's awesome. Okay. And I kind of especially like that it was like all of us. How are you guys spelling it? I would love to know.
It's written on quizzes. Quiz doesn't gain that shit.
RATI.
I'm not writing it down. I just wanted to know.
NATION.
Ratiocination.
You did it.
Okay,
you
I
still
think-
have 3 keys that haven't dissolved, and the door is
Oh, I
unlocked.
guess hold on to the
I think
keys,
Katrina's
guys.
just walking like forward down the hallway, like fists in the air, just like walking. And I think maybe Jonathan like kind of looks up at the door and like grabs his key and kind of looks it over, and then like grabs the other 2 keys and just pockets them.
Does he have all of them?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I got all.
Jonathan's
I
got
got all
3
the
keys.
Cool.
Guys,
As long as someone has them.
I mean, do you want one of the keys?
No, I just wanted to make sure we weren't leaving them behind. I don't know what on earth we're gonna do with
Leroy,
them.
do you want one of the keys?
Nah, don't trust me with that.
Yeah, you know what? Maybe I'll keep the keys.
Yeah. I didn't solve any of the riddles, so you guys can have them.
What do we see? Yes.
We're going to the next room.
Yeah.
Yeah, we push open that door.
And inside, what you find is crazy. Hello everyone, I'm Nathan. I just want to thank you so much for listening to that episode. I hope you enjoyed it. As always, I got a couple of quick announcements and thank yous to make, and to help me with that is a man who might be out of a job, and it is the miner named Jeff. Jeff, would you like to say anything? Jeff, don't worry. Jonathan's not here. You can speak.
Oh, good. Just wanted to make sure that my secret would not be blown.
Jeff, I really gotta ask you one question. In the previous episode, when we really got your character depth,
Yes, it was my episode. Episode 6 was all about Jeff.
of course. Do you really think that Jonathan likes you more because you don't talk? Because I think he dislikes you just regardless of whether you're speaking or not.
No, you see, the thing is, if I don't talk, you will never learn my secret plan of taking over the Gorbo mines by marrying Katrina Gorbo.
You know, Jonathan, I don't think he's interested in marrying Katrina. I mean, I haven't seen any indications of that, although, I don't know, someone's probably shipped it.
No. Trust me, I got a plan.
Alright, well, Jeff, while you're working on your plan, can you make a couple announcements for us?
Oh, yes, of course. I want to say is, if you are enjoying listening to this podcast, please leave us a review on your podcast providing platform. It really does help us out a lot. And I would actually like to thank someone who left us a very wonderful review. Let me see if I can get this name right. LA825, I think that's how you would say the name. I want to thank you so much for your wonderful review. It means a lot to us. We really appreciate it. And we're glad that you are enjoying our hilarious story. Again, if you are enjoying it, please leave a review or tell your friends. That's the best way to tell people. I, of course, do not tell my friends when Jonathan is around, but otherwise I would tell them all the time. And as always, you can follow us on Instagram at Nights.Quest or on Facebook at Nights.Quest.podcast to see pictures of all these special items and other things.
Yeah, actually, this week I'm going to be posting all 4 riddles on Facebook and Instagram, so that way you can share them with your friends. Of course, the answers will be scribbled out. Let me know if you guys enjoyed those riddles, if you were able to solve them before the magicians or Katrina did. I had a lot of fun writing those riddles, so I hope you enjoyed them. Otherwise, Jeff, you got anything else to say?
Actually, we got one more thing. We are working on some bonus episodes that might be coming out, as well as the weekly scheduled ones. I mean, I'm not making it. I'm not doing much work these days. So keep listening to the announcements. We'll let you know when those extra episodes will be coming out. Just some fun things, some projects that Jamie and Nathan and Jake have been working on. So please keep staying in tuned.
Alright, well, thank you, Jeff. Hopefully you can have a job in the future. Good luck with your evil plan. And thank you guys again for listening. Please spread the word, leave a review, and follow us on Instagram and Facebook. Otherwise, we will see you next week for the conclusion of our exploration in the Gorbo Mines.